Today I'm going to be resetting all of my binders with these binders. These are my original binders. So if you're interested in seeing the new envelopes and items that I have made for these, then stick around. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. If you are a new viewer, thanks for clicking and coming on the channel to see what's going on. If you're a return viewer, as always, I appreciate you returning and appreciate your support. So today, as I mentioned in the intro, I'm going back to my original binders. I am so excited about this. I love the colors of my original binders, and I have made all new items for them, envelopes, dashboards, and we'll do a little bit of decorating in each of them. Today is just going to be the setup of these. I think that I'm gonna have to do a second video for the restuffing of these because I don't want the video to be too long, but this will give me the perfect opportunity to show you guys all of the new stuff that I made that I am putting into these binders as I switch over to my fall colors. So since I have it open, first I think I'm going to do my wallet. And for my wallet, I have new cash envelopes. And this is a Moterm A7. It's got the 30mm rings. You can see how wide those rings are, so it will hold a lot. And this is the first wallet that I had, and excited to be going back to it. So I am going to grab my envelopes that I made for this, and it has all of my usual categories in it. And so I have my miscellaneous. I want to put these in the right order. Actually, I'm going to put in my to the bank. I keep a to the bank envelope in my wallet for times when I might use my card for one reason or another for a category I have in here, and then I'll just take that money out of the envelope and I'll stick it in the to the bank envelope right away. And then I'll have my miscellaneous, and then I will do my business. And what I do here is if I am going to be out and about, I need to get things for the business. Sometimes I stop in Michael's or Walmart or wherever it might be. I'll take the money out of my business binder and I'll put it in here so I have the cash on hand. And then we're going to do household. Let's find it. There it is, household. And then we will do grocery and gas and spending, dining out, and then lunch. I'm going to put lunch on top because I use lunch the most. I use that every day. I stuff my lunch money in here and want to have that one handy in the front. And then I made two covers and I can't decide which one I like. So that's the first one. And that is the second one. I think I like the second one better. So I'm going to stick this one back in there. Now this design, I will not have this design on my Etsy shop because I don't mess with licensed merchandise on my Etsy shop. But just keep in mind, anything that you see here that I don't eventually put on my shop, I can make it as a custom order. Now everything that I am going to be doing eventually will end up in my shop with the exception of these envelopes, but I had this pattern and I wanted to try it out, and I think it fits perfectly with the color of this binder. And then I made the cover for it with the same pattern, and that is what my weekly binder is going to look like. And I do have just a little decor to go in here. I've got a sticker, or make yourself proud sticker, that I am going to put in here, and I'm going to use a paper clip to keep it in here, and I'm going to use my bookmark paper clip for this. If I can get it to go. There we go. So do I like that? I think I like that. Okay, I like that. And it ties in with the other colors. So here is the flip through of my wallet. We've got lunch, we've got dining out, we've got spending, we've got grocery, household. I misspelled business. I left off an S. So I will have to go back and correct that next time I make envelopes. We've got miscellaneous and to the bank. And then I love having the little note paper in the back because I do use this sometimes to make notes. And that is going to be my wallet. Next, I am going to set up my business binder. And this time around, this is going to be my business binder. Last time I had this as my weekly monthly binder, but this time I'm going to use it as my business binder. And I've made new envelopes and a dashboard for my business binder. So I set the dashboard to the side and I'll put my envelopes in. And I decided to do my envelopes kind of in my shop color theme. So let's open this up and put the envelopes in. All right, so we've got website, and these I have in alphabetical order. It just makes it easier for me to remember. Taxes, supplies, subscriptions, printing, postage, P.O. box, packaging, and equipment. And again, these will end up in my shop minus the PP. You see the PP kind of in the in a transparent background. That is my shop logo. But when I put them on my Etsy shop, it won't have the PP. It will just, you'll just be able to choose your categories for these envelopes. And then I have a dashboard that I made to go in here. So that is going to be my business binder. Now, do I have a little bit of decor to go in here or not? I have my, let's see. I do have, let's see, my logo, which I think I will put at the top. All right, and I think I'll leave the little ones out this time. I'll just put it at the top, or should I put it at the bottom? Let's see. Oh, I think I like it better at the bottom. So we'll put that there. And what else do we have? We'll put a bookmark in here. Should I put the pink one in? We'll put the pink bookmark in here so that I have a bookmark available. And anything else I want to go in here? Do I want my dollar sign to go in here? Maybe I'll put my dollar sign in here. My little dollar charm. And let me move it up just a little bit to make sure you guys can see. All right, I think that is going to be it for now. I may come back and do some more. And I'll give you guys a flip through of my business binder. So we've got the dashboard. And we've got equipment, packaging, P.O. box, postage, printing, subscriptions, supplies, taxes, and website. The other thing that I did was I did remake my trackers. So I am going to continue with my tracker system, but this time what I did was I made the trackers but did not laminate them. So I'm just going to use paper trackers for a while for my categories, and I should have 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I am going to keep my trackers in my front pocket from now on. They take up so much room in the envelopes, and they do fit in the envelopes. So if I wanted to put them in the envelopes, I could. But I think what I want to do is I want to have the money transparent in the envelope. So I'm going to keep my trackers in the front of all my binders going forward. And I did make a theme tracker to go with my business binder. And I'll just add that little charm there. And that is going to be the business binder. Okay, next I am going to do family and self-care. So I am switching up categories that I'm pairing together with my new setup. So I'm going to start in the back with self-care. And self-care. Boy, you can tell these haven't been open for a while. All right, let me find self-care. So here's my self-care envelopes. Okay, and in what order should I put these in alphabetical order too? Maybe I will. Treat yourself, personal, beauty, clothing, shoes, and nails. Okay, I did rename a few categories. So for my self-care binder, I have treat yourself, and this one is an envelope that I used to call self-care. This is my self-care binder section. So I decided to rename self-care to treat yourself. For instance, I've been saving in my self-care envelope for a spa day, so that's where the spa day will go. I have shoes, personal, nails, health, which used to be medical, but now it is just health in general, hair, clothing, and then beauty. And my dashboard for this section matches the envelopes. So that is the dashboard for that section. And then in the front of this binder, I'm going to put family. So in the family, I have my holiday meals envelope, which I used to have my holiday meals envelope in with family, and it's still there. But what I have also added is holidays. So when there's a holiday coming up and it is family related, I will use this envelope to save for that. So for instance, I don't have a separate holiday binder. So any savings challenges that I do for the holidays, I'll stick the money in there. Then we got the family envelope. We got the parents. We've got the baby. We've got the princess. And we've got the boys. And then I made 2 dashboards, and I'm not sure which one I like the best. So I made that one. And that is vellum. Little flower from a video that I did probably 6 months ago. So that's the vellum dashboard, and then I just made a plain dashboard. I'm not sure which one I like best yet. For now, I think I'll leave the vellum dashboard in there. You kind of need something though. Let's see, do I want to put that on there? No, because then you can't see family. So I maybe want to put this on there. Oh, I kind of like that. I hate the reflection though. You guys know how I feel about the light reflection, but let's move it out of the light and look at it. I kind of like that. So let's see what this one looks like. You can kind of see it, but not really. Actually, this one may go better in my business binder. Maybe I'll leave the clear dashboard in there for right now. I may move some things around, but let me give you a flip through of this one. So we've got the family dashboard, and then we've got the boys. We've got the princess, baby, the parents, the family, holidays, and holiday meals. And then back to my self-care section. We've got beauty, whoops, missed one, clothing, hair, health, nails, personal, shoes, and treat yourself. Okay, and then my trackers for this one. Let's see, I have these trackers for the family that I made to match. Again, they're paper, so I'm going to keep the family trackers here in the front. And then for my self-care section, I have my category trackers, and these I am going to keep right here. I think that's not big enough. I don't know if I like that, so I think what I'll do then is I'll flip back here and use this pocket to keep my category trackers for my self-care. And that is going to be my family and self-care binder. I'm going to go back and see how this dashboard looks in this binder. Let's see. Do I like that? Kind of, sort of, maybe. Not really. All right, I don't think so. I think I'm going to leave that one plain. Actually, I need to put this back on there. All right, let's move to the next one. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to set up, and I'll go back and see what I have for decor and put it in there. So this one is going to be my interests and vacation. I'm bringing my vacation savings challenge back. So this is the challenge I have in my shop, and I'm going to start for next year's vacation saving. So I'll add these back in here. These envelopes give a little bit of a glare too. Let me see if I can, there. Is that better? I think that's better. Baggage fees, airfare, and vacation. And then I do have a vacation bookmark also. So I have a vacation dashboard that comes with the savings challenge. And for my binder, I have a vacation bookmark. And then in the front section, I used to have this section with my self-care binder, but I am going to put it with my, pair it with vacation, because these are my interests. And I kind of think these two go together, you know, vacation, interests. I did move travel, which is my short-term travel, and a bucket list to this category. This used to be in the family binder, but I think it fits better here. And love, music. Before I had the piano keys, so this time I did just something a little bit different. I found a really pretty musical pattern, and then where the title is, this is actually a piece of sheet music that the title is on. So we've got indulge, budgeting should be up front. I was trying to put these in alphabetical order. There we go. Okay, and then entertainment, decor, crafting, and budgeting. Okay, so that looks really good with these colors, with this burnt orange. And then I do have a dashboard for this one that will go right there. Let's see if my water dashboard looks good with that. It doesn't really look good with, well, it does kind of look good with it. It's just the light, but it does kind of look really good with it. So I think I will leave that there for now. And these dashboards that I made, I made it with 220 GSM vellum, which I actually can't find anymore. It's super, super heavyweight vellum, and you really don't need to laminate it. But I will have this dashboard available in a matte vellum laminate and in a glossy laminate. So I'll probably add those to the shop with these other items by the end of the month. I'll let you guys know when I do. And that is going to do it for that binder. And I'll give you a flip through. So we've got budgeting, crafting, decor, entertainment, indulge, bucket list, and travel. And then in my vacation binder, I've got my vacation savings challenge, which has airfare, baggage fees, dining, entertainment, hotel, passport, souvenirs, tips, transportation, and then I give you one to name your own category in case there's another category that you need for vacation that I have not included. So that will be my vacation and interest binder. Okay, I'm going to swap these out actually and bring this one to the front, and my olive green binder is going to be my daily, weekly, monthly binder. And in this one, I am going to put the back to school for the princess envelopes in here. Okay, so I've got the envelopes, and the logic behind this is that even though this is back to school, while she's in school, there's different activities and things she wants to do and things she wants to save for. So I will put this with daily, weekly, monthly, because we will go in these more often for minor school stuff. And I did clean the categories off from back to school. We had clothing, we had supplies, we had backpack, and I erased them off. So you can see those envelopes are blank. And we'll just put these in here, and we will relabel them as activities come up that we need to save for. And one of the things that we are still saving for is FBLA, which is Future Business Leaders of America, which she is a part of, and that is starting back up. And there's the back to school dashboard, and I have a back to school bookmark to go in there. It's a little bit oversized, so I may redo it. Maybe I'll just stick it in the back for now. I may redo that. And let's put this in the back for now, and we'll come back to it and maybe remake it. And then in the front, I am going to have my daily, weekly, monthly envelopes. So now these, I do have them stuffed for this week, so I'm going to put them in. And then I will change out the inserts, because I did make new inserts, although these cloudy day inserts look really good with them. Let's get this out of the light so you can see. Maybe over here. Is that better? No, it's not better. These just reflect a lot of light. So if I hold it up a little bit, I think you can see it better. So we'll start, we will start in the back. And let me grab the new placeholders. So these are the new placeholders. Let me get them in order maybe. It'll go a little bit easier. So I think I have lunch up front, then I have dining out, and then I believe it is spending, and then miscellaneous, business, deposit, or back to the bank. Okay, let's see if I got these in the right order. Lunch is now So lunch is $50 per week. So I'm splitting up lunch and eating out. I was doing them combined. And so I need another envelope. And dining out will now have its own envelope in here. So let's put this in. Spending. Oh, I got it wrong. And I did make these inserts so that they would fit the envelopes perfectly. Grocery. I'm going to change these around eventually so that they match my wallet so that I don't get confused when I'm stuffing. Household. And then gas. And miscellaneous. And then I need to add both deposit. So this is for money that needs to go back to the bank. And then I need to add business for money that I need, or cash I may need to unstuff out of my business binder and put in my wallet. All right, that is going to be that. And then I need to add my dashboard. And this is just a plain matte vellum dashboard. Again, I did not laminate it. This is 167 GSM vellum. And I'm going to see how that goes without laminating it. I really like the look of that. What do you guys think? Let me know. And I'll give you a flip through. So we've got lunch, dining out, spending, grocery, household, gas, miscellaneous, business, deposit, and then we got our back to school section with back to school, the pencil, the chalkboard, the backpack, the crayons, and the book and apple. Now you can order these as a set, and each one has a matching challenge that goes with it. So you can order it as the full set with all 6 envelopes and all 6 challenges, or you can just order the challenge and the envelope. That's the way I have it set up on Etsy if you're interested in that. One last thing, which I just realized I forgot, is I do have category trackers for my interests. So I need to go back to, it's going to take me a while to remember which binders are which. I need to go back here and set those categories in there. And let's see, do I have any decor for this one? Oh, I know this one is for, where is it? This one is for this binder. So it's just a really pretty flower. And I need to put a bookmark in there to have a bookmark available. And this one, I am going to put the gray bookmark in case I need a bookmark. And this is my interests binder. So do I have anything else that will go in here? Well, my self-care is in this one. So maybe I'll put my invest in you in this one. And I have a really nice card. Actually, I think I want the black bookmark in here. Or maybe, let's see. Maybe I like it better like this. Okay, I like that better. I can tell already. I got my bookmark peeking out. And got that there. And we're going to put the little heart down there in this one. And then I think I'm going to put this in here. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that in there. So not a whole lot of decorating, guys, but it's a start. I do want to put a bank slip in here, however, though. I do always like to have a bank slip available in my wallet in case I need it. So I'm going to put that in there. Oh, I forgot I had these. I've got Be Happy and Don't Stop Believing in Yourself. Oh, little cheat sheet sticking out there. This is the one where I knew this would go well in here. So what do I want to attach it with is the question. So I think I will. I got a tiny, tiny paper clip that I got from Brittany with my order. Let's see if that works. I think it goes the other way. Boy, is that tiny. I mean, it's tiny, tiny. There we go. Okay, I like that. So that looks good there. And is this one? No, I think I'll just leave the Be Happy in there. And then this one kind of goes with this. So I'm going to put this reminder here, and I'm going to use my coffee paper clip, which I love. There we go. So that'll be good there. And I'm going to put my bookmark in here. How about this one? Okay, that's kind of cute. With the bow. Do I have something that I can use to keep this on here? Let's see if my little heart paper clip will keep it on there. Or this way. All right, that'll do it. Okay, so that's a start. I got a little bit of something going on with this. All right, and then let's see. Did I need to do anything else to my business binder is the question. Oh, I like my gold paper clip in here. So I'm going to put my gold paper clip back in here. I'll put it there. I just like the look of my gold paper clip. And I got my pink bookmark in there. All right, guys, I think that is going to be it for the binder reset for now. As I thought, this did end up being long enough, just putting all the new envelopes in. And then I have this one on here. This is my overflow binder. It has not changed. It won't be changing. I'm still using it. And then for now, I'm still going to be using my yellow binder for my savings challenges. But in the meantime, this will be the new setup. And next time I'll be transferring the money from my binders that I've been using into these binders, and maybe be doing a little bit of reallocating of funds within them, but we'll see. All right, thanks for joining me, you guys. If you like this video, give it a like. Let me know what you thought about the new envelopes and the new dashboards. If you are not subscribed, I would hope that you would consider subscribing. And as always, leave me comments, suggestions, whatever it is you want to say, leave it down at the bottom. I do respond to every single one. Until next time, guys. Thanks. Bye.